Another early morning walk. It's about 6:15. I got a long way to go today. Double hutting 34 kilometres. So, it was very wet yesterday. Thankfully, drier today, but it is windy. It is bloody windy. Alright, muscle up and get going. There's a sign. I don't want a branch to fall on me. Or a tree. Holy wishka! Man! That's windy! It'll be nice on a nice day. A little bit more wind and I reckon this thing on my back will take off. Get a bit of hang gliding action going. Come up a fair bit from around the inlet. Get the wind howling through the trees. It's quite a nice little park they've made there with the ancient tingle tree. It's a lovely campsite here. Called Franklin River, and you probably won't be too surprised to know that it's named after the river it's right next to, Franklin River. Great spot. I'm not stopping here overnight. I'm going to Tron, having a quick stop here, re-energise, get some water. I'm going another 15 kilometres to Giant, so I want to do the walk in the trees this afternoon. Give myself plenty of time to do that. I've done my 30 kilometres from Walpole and I've made it to the Treetop walk. It cost $21, but I'm going to do it and go up into the canopy. 40 metres. I'm tired. That was a hard walk and rain, but I don't have my pack on now, so that's very good. There's a bit of swing going on there. Joe, you would not like this. Because we're way above the ground now. Whoa! And it's swaying. And you would not like this, looking over. Well, it's a long way up. You can see the ground underneath. But this is a little bit special. You don't get this every day. Up in the canopy of the trees. Oh, I'm being congratulated. Wait on, let's read this. You're at the highest point of the tree walk, 40 metres above ground level. The red tingles still tower over us. Whoa! That's a long way up. That's or a long way down, depending which way you're going to look at it. You can walk underneath that one. Big tingle. Well, it's the first day of winter. I had a long day yesterday. I was feeling good in the morning, but I was tired at the end of the day and cold. And anyway, I had a good rest. I'm on my way. Anyway, I met Pack Animal this morning. He came into camp and he's a bit of a legend on the Bibbulmun Trail. He was telling me how he's done one yo-yo, or a couple of yo-yos, but he's done a triple and a quadruple. So he's gone end to end 4 times in a row, 4,000 kilometres. So 4 end to ends. I'm happy with my one. I'm going home. As it's a bit of a wet day, opportunities like this don't come along very often. Look at that. A bench. It's dry, but not only a bench with a view. I think there's a lot of sand dune walking tomorrow, or today maybe. Actually videotape today because it's not raining. Definitely see a path there, but I've got to go down first so I can come back up again, otherwise it wouldn't be fun. Down first. Let's not fall. That would speed up the process, but slow down the rest of the afternoon. So that's looks like a conspicuous hill, Southern Ocean out there, and I'm about to get to the beach in about a kilometre, and then I start going up. Like I said, I've got to fully go down before I can go up. Oh, it sounded a little bit wrong. I'll just come down quite a few stairs. Conspicuous cliff. Okay. Which is just there. It's another surfboard bench. It's a bigger one. Conspicuous cliff. I'm here. I walked out on the beach and crossed that water. Yoo-hoo. The only person on this beach. It looks like. The sun is out. Ramehead Hut and lunch is about 2 or 3 kilometres away, I guess. But it's 200 metre ascent too. There's the beach I just walked up, way down there, and I've got a bit more of this conspicuous thing to do. But I don't think too much. I'm hoping I'm nearing the top anyway. Oh, nice. Oh, lovely. Tell you what, it's not easier coming down than going up. It's a nice boardwalk that starts and stops. Last boardwalk was over quite a decent size puddle of water. That makes this a bit easier. I've stopped at Ramehead and had some lunch. I'm not staying at that hut. Moving on towards a little township of Peaceful Bay. Apparently doesn't have a hut. The caravan park's closed and there's no shops, so hopefully there's somewhere to camp. I've reached the beach again. Back to the beach. Nice rock pools must be out there. Some down here too. There's a nice one down there. It's a beautiful little beach. I think it might even be called Beautiful Little Beach. Okay, that's where I'm at. View from Castle Rock. Okay, that's not it. Oh no, Beautiful Little Beach is 3.6 kilometres ahead. So this is in fact not a beautiful little beach. Well, it's still a little beautiful little beach. It's not just the beautiful little beach. Oh, look at the waves out there too. Should I swim? Should I swim? It looks very inviting. And I'm thinking, how about no? It's a bit cold for me. Probably not going to be able to show, but I'm sure I saw a couple of puffs of spray out there. I think there might be a whale. Yeah, they're just off the headland there. I just saw it. Again, just off that point. Yeah, I just saw a fin. It looked black and white. There's yeah, you can see the puff there. Another puff. I'm too far away to see too much. Yeah, there's at least 2 of them off that point. Let's walk around. One of the whales is just right out here in front of me. And you know it, I put the camera up. Everybody's home going, sure you saw whales. Oh, there he is. Well, any thought I may have given to dunking my feet in, now firmly in the how about no category. Definitely not swimming now. If I needed another reason, there's blue bottles in the water, there's possibly killer whales, and dangerous surf, and rocks, and I'm alone, and I don't have a towel to dry myself. Do I need another reason? Nearly missed the sign. Not sure where the path is, but there's a sign. Whew. It's getting late in the afternoon. It's well after 4. It's 4:30. Well, nearly having dinner at this time. Still got a few kilometres to do. Back to the thickets. It'll take me a long time to get to Peaceful Bay if I keep stopping, but it's just beautiful. I said before, it's nice walking next to the ocean. Just the sound of it keeps, I don't know, somehow encouraging you. The sun's going down, so I better get a move on. Still got a couple of kilometres to go. So you can see the winding path. This is definitely the latest I've come in. There's no hut tonight, we're going to just have to find a place to camp. I think we should have just camped on the beach here, would have been good. Who knows how high the tide goes, could be washed away in the morning. Oh, these look like beach stairs. That's where I have to go. It's Wednesday morning, just at daybreak, and started a little bit earlier so I can get in a little bit earlier today. Yesterday was a little bit late. There's a lovely spot just here. Nice views all the way around. Beautiful view of the bay. I don't want to scare you off. Keep singing. Go on, Maggies. Beautiful. Oh, these 2 lovely magpies just singing to the new dawn. Hello. You're looking at me intently, aren't you? There he goes. So they left us 1 canoe on our side of the inlet. So we've paddled over it together and we're bringing 4 back. And then we're going to take 2 over. So at least we've left 2 on our side. Okay, I've got my pack there behind me. And I'm in the boat. And Kevin's already nearly there. This was an experience I'd been looking forward to. Kevin and I got to the little boat shed and we did the obligatory canoe shuffle so that there were 2 canoes on both sides. we felt like a couple of teenagers on school camp. We met Adam as he was rowing in and continued on our way up more sand dunes, but feeling refreshed and a little rejuvenated after our canoe experience. Okay, that's where I've come from. The inlet crossing, way back there, about 3 or 4 kilometres. There's a down section. Okay, there's Adam. I've just met walking down the hill. There's Kevin off in the far distance. Which one should I take down? That path or that path? That path I'm likely to slip more. This path, if I make a mistake, I die. Looks like a luge path. How about I take the other path? Hopefully I won't die. Finally! Off the sand dunes! Onto the sand! Oh, in the rain! Great! Back off the beach and back into the cliffs. I've got a little bit of a cliff top walk this afternoon, it looks like. Got about 7 kilometres to go to the hut. It was lovely walking along the beach. I was talking about coffee with Adam, and I met Irwin again, he's from the Shire, and Kevin was stopped for tea there, so we had a little break, which was good. Walked around that point, across the beach, up into the sand dunes, and you can see the trail just through the green there. There's a little bit of coming up. Had 116 steps. I was trying to think to myself whether the 116 steps were cruel or kind, but I've decided they were kind, because if there was sand, going up that distance would have been a lot harder, so thank you. Just when you think you're at the top, there's another little bit up. There's Boat Harbour campsite. It's been a long day. That bush bashing at the morning when I didn't videotape any of that, but that was really hard. I went through scrub, it was a river and it was raining, and yeah, it wasn't my finest hour, but I eventually backtracked and found my way back with a lot of time and energy. But the boats today were beautiful. The little canoes, they were really fun, crossing the river, and the sand dunes. Well, what can you say about the sand dunes? There were a lot of them, and they're always very 50-50. 50% up, 50% down. There's the little hut. There's the even smaller hut. And that's what we get to wake up to. Oh my goodness, that's why you come on a long walk, just for moments like this. Look, that's just brilliant, it's just spectacular. The clouds and the rocks, the mountains, the sea, the trail winding off in the distance. Wow, that's really, really good. Really nice. Wow, sit here for a while. I've only left the camp for about not even 5 minutes. I've stopped longer taking photographs. That's brilliant. Trail. Guess where it's going? You guessed it. I think this is my first view of Maserati Beach there, just on the other side. Let's not miss the turn. Oh, let's not miss the bloody friggin' thing in the ground while you're trying to not miss the trail marker, while you're trying to look at the inlet. Oh, it's all happening here at the SCG. Well, we're closer to the Wacker really, Richie. Now we've got 2 kilometres to go, just two to the inlet. We can see if we can cross Parry's Inlet. It's going to be a beautiful day. If we can cross Parry's Inlet, because the detour is a fucking long way and we don't want to do it. So we cross the inlet and walk along Maserati's beach for about 7 kilometres. And that's champion stuff really. I mean, we think this is the inlet here. And I don't think we need to get wet. Well, let's wait and see.
Yeah, no, I think it's probably shit.
It says that, what is it, 25 kilometre walk around? Well, that's some sort of inlet.
Okay, well, why don't we cross it and then check on
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that wasn't the inlet. That was just a little puddle. This is the inlet. It's a lot further, a lot wider.
We were wrong about that, Freddie.
And I suspect a bit deeper. I'll try and find a place to cross. There he goes. He's doing the easy section at the moment. He's going to have to turn in soon. Yeah, about there. That's... Yeah, just watch the cross wave. Go, baby. You're doing it. Hey! Woohoo! Champion! Go, Kev, go! He's doing it. He's keeping everything dry. He's probably going to have the driest back of all. We had taken off our packs and shoes and we stripped down to our undies so as not to get too much of our clothes wet. Ewan and I had crossed first and we waited for the others to catch up so we could all celebrate together. We were very happy boys to cross that inlet. They had only opened the sandbar to Parry Inlet the previous week and a lot of water was flowing. It was considered a dangerous crossing, but the alternative was a 19.7 kilometre diversion along sandy roads that we just didn't want to do. So I'm walking along Maserati Beach at the moment. I think it's called Maserati Beach, Maz something beach, but it goes for a fair way, about 6 kilometres of beach walking. So that's up ahead, long way to go. Tape flipping. And the water here is so warm. It's something to do with the Indian current, I believe. They told me. Yeah, I'm coming around the bottom of Australia and it's got some warm currents. It's actually quite nice in. I'm going to go for a swim shortly. Oh, still some walking to do. Oh, it looks like we've got some high tide stuff. You can see the footprints. It's sinking down, quite a few centimetres. It's hard going. Never think you get around to that point. Getting close. Wouldn't like to be here in the king tide. Came around the corner and thought they were all giant walruses or something. All granite blocks here. There's Ewan sitting on a rock. We're about to go down there and join him for a swim. I think that's the boys coming along the beach. I've just got myself my swimmers ready to go. That was lovely. I just went swimming in the Southern Ocean. It was really good. It was a little bit cold, but not probably as cold as Sydney water is at the moment. There's a little hut down there. And William Bay hut and the trail coming up. Some nice views now. Rocks and windmills off in the distance. Very European. Very nice. There's Adam and Ewan up ahead. And we've got a little downward section. And then we've got to climb Mount Hallowell. And there's Mount Hallowell. 300 metres. Oh, another one. Where? Another snake? Where was he? Where?
It's just enough to
Okay, that's the second snake we've seen this morning. I saw a fairly big tiger snake, I think it was. It's quite black, but that's all I saw. I don't think it was a brown snake. I don't think it was a dugong. I think it's probably a tiger snake. And the boys just saw another one. So, alright. There's the trail up Mount Hallowell. And still got a bit to go. Not completely closed in, but it's pretty close. Some big granite boulders. Up there. Okay. Let's put. Well, that was not fun. Around those boulders, I took a wrong turn at a boulder. It looked like the path going to the right, and led me down the hill, and in circles for a while. Couldn't find the path. Realised I was off the trail. It's taken about half an hour, 40 minutes. I'm a little bit peeved. I backtracked, found my way up, then went the wrong way around another boulder. They're not terribly well marked, these sections. It's overgrown and there's a lot of ducking. Coming up Mount Hallowell, it was steep and tiring and a lot of squatting to get under branches and stuff. Going down Mount Hallowell, it's bloody hard. It's painful. It's all my black toenails pushing against my boots. It's tiring. The knees are sore. I've slipped, fallen over, banged my arm, hurt my toes. I'll get into town and have a pie, and that'll put me in a good mood, I think. And a beer. I think I deserve one today. Oh well, can't complain. It's part of the enjoyment. And finally down from Mount Hallowell, right next to the bay. It's beautiful here, really beautiful spot. Like all the end of days, end of day walks, I'll be glad to be there. Today's been good in the morning, but yeah, getting turned around coming down Mount Hallowell wasn't fun. It cost me probably another 40 minutes and a lot of energy. Anyway, I'm on trail now. It turned out at the top of Mount Hallowell I was between a rock and, well, a hard place. But I got off the mountain and I got into Denmark and I got my pie. And you better believe it, I got my beer as well. I did the things that I had to do. I cleaned myself up, as you do in town. Managed to get a bag full of clean clothes and enjoyed a night out, a steak and a wine. And I was ready and recharged and happy for stage 9 and the finish of my Bibbulmun Trek.